Hi YouTube, it's Angie again. Okay, so I'm back with the video that I promised. This video is going to be about my schooling option for my son. So I mentioned it yesterday in the controversial parenting video, and the kind of schooling that we do is called free schooling. It's actually, I just recently started this new method, and I'll give you a little bit of our history. So my son's diagnosed with ADHD. He's 9 years old. He just turned 9 this summer. We were in a public school district up in a different county, and we moved down to this new county recently, last year. Now, when we changed counties, they weren't willing to give my son the same provisions he had in the other county. So they wound up basically pushing me against the wall and pressuring me to medicate him. And I do not want to medicate my son for ADHD. I just don't think it's necessary. And in another video, I'll explain why I don't want to medicate. I basically had decided, okay, I'll medicate him till the end of the school year just so that he doesn't have so much stress and have a problem with friends and everything. And then we can just go on next year and do homeschooling. And so that was my original line of thinking, like, okay, we're just going to do normal homeschooling. So I decided to sign up with PA Cyber, because I live in PA, and it's basically like a cyber school, so he would still have a teacher and assignments, and it would just be all done at school. Well, last year, while I was in the process of deciding that I wanted to homeschool him, I had stumbled across a YouTube video. I don't even know how I stumbled across this, about free schooling, or it's also called unschooling. And I was like, what is that? Unschooling? And when I initially saw the video, I was like, that is way too extreme for us. I just don't think that'll work out. And then I stumbled across it again this year, and it was, in September, late September. I was just, doodling around on YouTube. You know how, you just get addicted to surfing and checking out the suggested videos. And I came across a free schooling video, and it wasn't like the one I had originally seen, so it kind of shed a different light on it for me. And I was blown away. I was like, really, like, okay, this is, I think, something that we're going to do. I think it's the right path for Alex. I think it's the right path for me. And let's just give it a whirl. Now, my partner, on the other hand, was totally opposed to it because he just doesn't feel it's a logical idea, and I'll explain why. So for those of you who don't know or aren't familiar with free schooling and unschooling, it is considered a form of homeschooling, so it's totally legal in every state. So anyone in any state can do free or unschooling, and basically what it is no structured schooling at all whatsoever. Now, there are those who are relaxed homeschoolers, which aren't as extreme as unschoolers or free schoolers, but they also don't give schoolwork, but they do other things. Free schooling and unschooling is kind of like, it's almost it is a way of life, let's put it that way. So basically it is, it relates to every area of the household and life. The whole idea of it is basically, there are no rules, there are only principles to live by. Basic principles like respect, for yourself and for others, for your home, for your animals, treat others the way you want to be treated, just like moral principles that you just like teach, and you teach it by actually doing it. And so you have to give your child respect, understanding, involve them in decisions in the household. I mean, it's totally the most extreme version of parenting I've ever come across in my life. I never knew it was possible because I always kind of felt the way things were wrong. I always had that knot in my stomach the way I used to parent. And for me, I'm not saying other parents who parent a more traditional way are wrong by any means. But for me personally, I would feel that knot in my stomach when I would scream at him and tell him to go to his room for doing something bad and that kind of thing. Like, I'm not 100% good. I do things I shouldn't do. I lie sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect. So who am I to judge him? So it was kind of like things like that that were really bothering me. Now, I don't think that this is necessarily something for everybody. Like I said, it's really, really extreme. There's some kids that are people pleasers and love to get A's and B's in school. There's kids that are real book smart and just love to read books all the time, and maybe they would just excel in a school setting if that's what they want. And I would never keep Alex from doing that if that's what he wanted, but he knows that's not what he wants. I think especially for kids like him, it's really important to allow them that freedom. Now, I'm going to get back into how it affects the entire household, this whole different way of parenting. So basically, if I take him shopping with me, I will let him pick out a few items up to a certain amount, and he has to help me add that up and make sure he's not going over his limit, because he has a monthly budget of what he can spend. But if he decides he doesn't want to come to the store with me, then he, doesn't get to pick out his snacks. Hey, honey, can you go brush your hair, you silly? Thank you. Go look in the mirror. Look at your wacky hair. You know what? I think I have a comb in here. Here, comb your hair.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to my video. And then I'm going to put it on the computer on the internet, and then other people can see it. Isn't that cool?
My name is Alex. How you doing?
So, can you get your elbow out of my face now? Thanks.
Right.
So, so he is part of a lot of the decision making. If I'm feeling sad about something...
It's me, Alex, too. I know I always annoy my mom sometimes.
Can you not interrupt me? Let me finish this. I only have up to 10 minutes. I'm already at 8 minutes. Your elbow is right in my face. Thank you. So if I'm sad, and he sees that I'm sad and he asks me what's wrong, I'm not going to just run and hide from him. I mean, I'll explain as much to him as I feel comfortable explaining to anybody. But, I don't hide my feelings from him. I'm just real with him. He's basically a partner in this household now. He makes his own bedtime. He eats when he's hungry. He eats what he wants in the house. And I believe it teaches him self-regulation, and it teaches him to not eat when he is supposed to eat, but eat when he's hungry. And I feel it will keep him from developing a eating disorder one day down the line, gaining too much weight, losing too much weight, eating the wrong foods, and I just let him listen to his body to see what he needs and what he wants. And I believe early in life that will create a lot of self-regulation, and so that when he's older he'll be able to listen to his body and get the proper message from his body. So I'm coming up to 10 minutes really soon, and so I'm going to continue this video. So this is just going to be the part 1 of me and Alex's journey together, okay?
Bye.
Right, bye.